Hello, my name's Liz, and together with my partner Shane, for the last 2 years we've reviewed, used and discarded many of the latest fads and dieting tips. And we want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the video series we're about to offer on the top 10 most commonly asked weight loss and healthy living questions. We want to offer some guidance and answer some of those questions for you that you may be struggling with. Now, no matter what diet plan or cleansing system you're using, we can assure you that by applying only a few of these hints and tips, you'll be well on your way to reaching your ideal weight and looking and feeling amazing. So look, before I go on, if you haven't signed up for the whole series of our top 10 questions, please go to our website, which is www.bodycleanse4life.com, and sign up so that you get the whole series. Now, we will get on to the top 10 most commonly asked weight loss questions. And then as a bonus at the end, we're actually going to give you the top 10 weight loss and healthy living questions that you should be asking. So let's get into the first question. How do I stop the yo-yo dieting effect? Look, you've more than likely heard of it, and in some cases probably even experienced it. It is a constant source of disappointment and one of the most common frustrations that you can encounter in the course of your weight management. Now, in just a few minutes I'm going to share 4 make or break tips to stop you dieting forever, but I want to give you a few statistics first. You know, the cycle of dieting and gaining and losing weight is really unhealthy, both physically and mentally. Feelings of failure, anger, frustration, they're all common results. Now, it's commonly referred to as yo-yo dieting, and it is a constant source of disappointment. Take a look at some of these images here. We've got Kirstie Alley. She regained those 70 plus pounds she lost on Jenny Craig. We've got Marsha Brady here, Maureen McCormick. Now, she got even heavier after she was on Celebrity Fit Club. And of course Oprah. I mean, her history speaks for itself. We all know about her struggles. Janet Jackson, Kelly Clarkson, that list goes on and on. Now, yo-yo dieting is a result of repeating old self-defeating habits, okay? Thoughts and habits and behaviours. Now, change in any aspect of life can be challenging, and the longer the habit or way of being has been with you, the more challenging it can become. There is more to dieting, though, than just lowering the calories and limiting your trips to the burger shop and eating more fruit. Now, in order to avoid regaining that lost weight, so to stop you from getting it back on, you've got to work on changing more than just your behaviour. You've got to also work on changing your thinking. Now, it doesn't help that the statistics are grim. You know, by some estimates, more than 80% of people who've lost weight regain all of it and more after 2 years. Now, researchers at the University of California of Los Angeles, they analysed 31 long-term diet studies and found that about 2/3 of dieters regained more weight within 4 or 5 years than they initially lost. That's huge. Now, along with the emotional toll, there's a physical one. So not only is that extra weight gain a health risk, but recent studies have also linked the gain-lose-gain cycle to such potentially life-threatening conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, depression, heart disease and cancer. So with all this negativity, I'm going to give you 4 tips to make or break that yo-yo dieting forever. The first one is you've got to realise that losing weight doesn't happen overnight, okay? If you've become accustomed to years of diet or yo-yo dieting, it's time to change your perception of weight loss. Healthy weight loss does not happen overnight or 2 weeks before a major event where looking like you will not be good enough. It may be tempting to dramatically reduce your intake or over-exercise, but this will only lead to disappointment because when that event is over, that weight will come back on your body and it'll only be harder to take off with time. And more or less time, generally, it comes back more than what you've taken off. Life should be enjoyable and weight loss is no different. So focus on small steps which will lead you to your ideal body. The slower you lose weight, the longer you'll keep it off. The second tip is time to retrain that brain of yours. Food can become quite a security blanket. So instead of finding stimulation or solace by chowing down, it's time to start thinking differently. Take this tip from food journalist and Professor Michael Pollan. If you're not hungry enough to eat an apple, then you're probably not hungry. You know, when you go to grab a bag of chips or check out the fun things that are happening in the fridge, honestly ask yourself, am I hungry or am I just bored? The more self-awareness you gain, the less likely you are to mindlessly eat and the more stability you'll bring to your diet. The third one is quit the constant calorie counting, and I mean we've all done this. It's really important that you make this process of change that you're going through as early as you can to adapt to your current lifestyle. The easier it is, the easier it will be to continue on those difficult days where all you want is a guilt-free treat. Think moderation more than how many calories you're about to eat. Eat smaller meals, and more often than not, rather than 3 main meals that we're traditionally accustomed to. If you're following a program, make sure it offers healthy snacks you can incorporate into your life along with the main meals and shakes. And after all, that calorie counting becomes really boring and tedious very quickly, so you're more likely to not even bother doing it, so that just makes things worse for you. The last one, the fourth tip, is be kind to yourself. Now, above all else, give yourself a break. When we are all human and we're allowed to indulge from time to time, but if you make yourself and your health your priority, good things are going to come. There's no reason to constantly battle it out with your body. Enjoy every day of your transformation. Look, I hope that you can take some of this advice and incorporate it into your day. We want to see you on the next video with another commonly asked question with easy to follow tips to live healthy and have the body you deserve. Well, both of us, me and Shane, are committed to your success. So if you've got any personal questions, you can contact us through our website. There is a contact page button on there. Now, also remember, if you haven't signed in or opted in for the whole series of these questions, please go to that website and do so. Now, a famous person, Greg Anderson, focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it. So remember that, and I will leave you with it. I will see you on the next video. Bye.